Hey guys, what's up? It has been a long time again that I haven't uploaded any videos. Again, I failed to maintain regularity. So, I am extremely sorry for this inconvenience. So, without any further delay, let's begin. Today, the topic that I am going to discuss is linear searching and binary searching in array. Okay, so the first topic I am explaining is linear searching. Linear searching in arrays. Okay, so now what is linear search? Okay, that I am going to explain now. Suppose this is an array. Okay, it consists of 6 elements. The first element is 13, second element is 45, third element is 54, fourth element is 60, fifth element is 34, sixth element is 27. So this is an array. Okay, now suppose I am assigned to find the value, find the index number of 60. Okay, or in which position does 60 lies in this particular array. So if I am asked that position of 60, okay, in case of linear searching, the search goes sequentially. That means it follows the sequence. Suppose the search will go as follows. Suppose it will search the first number 13, then 45, then 54, then 60, and if the value assigned matches with the value in the array, then it will give out the result as 3. That means on the fourth position with index number 3, 60 lies in this array. In this way the search will go sequentially. Okay, this way first it will check 13, then 45, then 54, like this way, unlike in binary searching. Okay, so this is the basic difference between the linear search and binary searching. Okay, so I am writing down some features of linear search. The first feature that I have already explained is that it follow sequence. Okay, or order. Sequence or order is followed. It does not change it or jumps. Second is sorting is not required here. No sorting is required. Okay, and the third feature is that time of search depends on the number of elements. Time of search depends on the number of elements. That means the more the number of elements in that array, more will be the time. The time will be increased. Okay, so the time of search is proportional to the number of arrays. So these are the main features of linear search. Okay, if you have any doubt regarding this, you may comment in the comment section. I will definitely try to clarify all your doubts in my upcoming video. Okay, so now I am proceeding towards the next topic, that is binary search. So now next I will discuss binary searching using array. Okay, so now again I am using an example. This is an array. Okay, I am assigned to find 45, on which position 45 lies. Okay, in case of linear searching, the search will be sequential. That is, it will start from index 0 then 1, then 2, gradually. Okay, but in case of binary search, it will directly jump to the middle of the array. That means it's a 5 digit 5, this array consists of 5 elements, so the middle will be on index 2, that is the number corresponding to index number 2. The value of index number 2 is the middle of the array. Okay, this is the middle position of the array, so it will directly jump in this place. Then suppose I am assigned to find 45. Okay, so it will jump to this place, then it will divide the array into 2 parts. Okay, left and right. Then on the left position, again it will go to the middle to find the greater number. So here it finds 45, then it will give index number 1. So here the search is done randomly, unlike linear searching. Okay, so that is the difference between linear search and binary search. The features of linear search and binary search are that search is random. Okay, sorting is required. The middle number is greater or smaller than the number in array. So these are the features. Okay, in linear searching the search is sequential, but here the search is random. Here sorting, in linear search sorting is not required, but here sorting is required. So these are the basic difference between binary search and linear search. Okay, now I am explaining with the help of a program. So here I have written a program based on linear search. Okay, and I have saved it as linear search.c. Okay, linear search.c. So I have used the concept that I have taken 4 arrays. Okay, that is array consisting of 100 elements. Let search c and n. Okay, so now I have used the print function, print the number of elements in the array, and scanned n as the number of element. Okay, then I have taken again used print statement and used %d for the number of integers, for the integers. Okay, the number of integers will depend on the user. Okay, then I have used for statement, that for c equal to 0, that means starting for 0. Okay, c is the index number and c less than n. Okay, that means c will be less than the number of elements. Okay, I have used variable c for index number, and I have again used incremental operator c++. Okay, you all have already know what is incremental operator, as I have discussed in my previous videos. Okay, if you have any doubt, then you can check out my previous videos. I have made separate videos on incremental operator. Now then again I have used print statement for the number to search. Since these are all integer numbers, so %d is used, and the variable search that I have already declared as integer, I have scanned that variable search. Okay, then I have used a for loop. Okay, again the index number c, I have taken c as the index number, and c less than n and c plus plus, that means n is the number of elements and c is the index number. So since the index is starting from 0, it will definitely be less than the number of elements in that array. Okay, so now if the array, that means if the index of the array equals the search, then %d present at the location of %d of the array, that means the number that we are finding, okay, if we give the value, if we want to find a number that is present in that array, then its position will be printed. Okay, in this way I have made the program. Hope you have understood. Now I am running the I am checking whether the program written is correct or not. So I am pressing F9. See, it is giving 0 error. That means the program written is absolutely correct. So now I am running the program, okay, using F10. Here enter the number of elements in the array. Okay, so the number of elements, say 5. Enter 5 integers. Okay, the first integer is 45, let's say. Second integer is 30, third integer is 78, fourth integer is 90, fifth integer is 13. Enter a number to search. Okay, but provided the number should belong to the numbers in that array, that means the number should be within these numbers that I have already written as the element in this array. So I want to find the position of 90. So I am writing 90. 90 is present at the fourth, at location 4 in the array. Okay, so you can check 45, 30, 78, 90. So 90 is written on location 4th of the array. So in this way we will find program. Hope you have understood. Now I am showing you binary searching using the program. So I have written the program for binary search and saved it in the format of binary search.c. Okay, here I have taken 7 variables, 7 integer variables, and C first, last, middle, end, and search array. Okay, so for the number of elements I have used n as the variable, okay, and C as the index number. So this is the similar concept I have used in the previous program of linear search. Okay, the main concept in this program is that since binary search, here the search is random unlike linear search, so here the first, last, and the middle value of the array matters a lot. So for the first value I have assigned 0 as the index number, and for the last value I have assigned n minus 1. Okay, n is the number of elements and n minus 1 is the index number of the last element, and the middle element is the mean of first and the last value. Okay, I am talking about index number, not value. Okay, and this is the main concept, that if the first number is less than or equals to the last and the array in the middle is less than the search, then the first number will be equal to the middle number will be equal to the first number will be slightly greater than, 1 times greater than the middle number, sorry, the greater than the middle number by 1. Okay, else the array in the middle will be equal to the search. Okay, so this is the main concept, this is the main concept of this binary search. Hope you have understood. Okay, so now I am running this program. I am checking whether it's correct or not by pressing F9 from my keyboard. See, it's giving 0 error. That means the program written is absolutely correct. So now I am running it. The number of elements, suppose I am giving 4 as a number of element, 4 integers, 56, 89, 67, 90. Suppose I want to find 89. So the location of 89 is the second position in the array. Okay, in this way the binary search is complete. Okay, so thanks for watching. Keep watching my video for further updates. Like, share and subscribe. I will be uploading videos based on computer science, engineering and technologies, and if you have any doubt regarding my videos, then please do comment in the comment section. I will be definitely try my level best to clarify all your doubts. Thanks for watching. Thank you.